Love them or hate them, the spirit introduced in the Ancient Gods DLC was the perfect reuse of a Doom 4 demon. It offered the most unique experience that you would ever have in Doom, making something as basic as a Hell Knight a terrifying beast, no longer being staggerable and weak points cannot be destroyed. With something as challenging as that, people found a way to work around it and improve their skill levels. So for them, I offer you a new FooCept. Elemental Spirits. The name is FooSarr, and you'd best be ready for the start of something absolutely insane. This video will link to another and that to another until all of my FooCepts have been realized. How many do I have planned? Over 70 FooCepts are planned, each one playing off another and each one bringing something new and unique to the Doom franchise, and they will eventually culminate into one grand conclusion. So please, strap yourselves in, my Foolings and Foo fans, and allow me to explain how the Elemental Spirit will change your entire game. FooCept is a series where I create an original idea from limited material or none at all. Feel free to expand on these concepts in the comments or your own video, providing credit, of course. With that being said, today's FooCept will expand on what Doom Eternal Spirit set out to do with the release of the Ancient Gods DLC. Much like my Elemental Barons video, the spirits too will share similarities, even being more advanced. Back then, my scope of FooCepts was about 13 videos in size. Now, like I mentioned, it's over 70, so naturally some ideas have changed to work with others as I develop my Fooverse more and more. Before we continue, those who aren't aware, the spirit possesses demons and makes them unstaggerable, only flinching from a BFG tendril, as well as being immune to ice grenades. They also increase the demon's movement speed, bullet speed, and health. They do not increase a demon's damage. Please do check out Decino's video, linked in the description. It is very informative, and it may even surprise you with some of the unique resistances the demon gains when possessed. And before we progress, this FooCept, as well as any others that I create, will always be concepts. It is up to a developer of either a mod or the game itself to decide the number values of demons, and the placement as well. I am just giving the painter more paint to paint with. So please remember that this is just a concept, and if it were added, it would be fairly done. Now, because we all understand what a spirit does, I also need to make sure that we also understand how the elements work too. Like with all my videos, there will be chapters all throughout, so please skip to what interests you most. Originally, there was just 3, Ice, Energy, and Curse, but since then, 2 more have sprung up, Poison and Fire. And what was originally made has been tweaked some more to even feature some ideas from you, the Foo fans, so I'll cover that now. When hit by a charged attack or projectile from an ice elemental demon, you will suffer an instant 10% loss in movement and firing speed for 5 to 10 seconds depending on the tier of demon. This effect will be known as Frostbite and can instantly be removed by using your Flame Belch. Ice grenades will heal ice elemental demons, so it's best to think of alternatives. Ice elemental demons will over time coat themselves in shards of ice that add 15% reduction to all damage, but using the Flame Belch can remove this ice coat temporarily. Additionally, the ice coat will make the demon slightly slower and harm the Slayer if he comes too close, dealing constant passive damage. Ice elemental demons cannot be set on fire, instead they take 1.5 times additional damage and leak water, the same duration as what the Flame Belch would. After the duration of the Flame Belch, the water will begin to freeze over and the ice spikes will gradually return. When hit by a charged attack or projectile from an energy elemental demon, you will be unable to fire your weapon or use any utilities, such as grenades, for 3 to 5 seconds depending on the tier of demon. Additionally, your HUD will become distorted for the same duration, and this effect is known as Power Surge. Ice grenades do not work on energy demons, as the heat emanating from them is too hot to freeze over, and instead the grenade will create an AoE blast of electricity, which will give all demons nearby a speed boost for the next 5 seconds, as well as shut down any shields from any demons for 5 seconds. This means if a carcass is putting up a shield, that shield will disappear and will not return for another 5 seconds. It cannot give the Slayer a power surge by using the AoE attack. All energy demons are able to remotely power up demonic utilities such as traps, towers, and totems, but the effects last for, at most, 20 seconds. They do this by letting out a spark of demonic energy. All energy demons have a 20% speed boost to movement and attack speeds, and any projectile moves at twice the speed. They also have an increased dodge rate, and they can also dash. Getting hit by a cursed demon will make the Slayer lose 5 to 10 units of armor, then health every 2 seconds. Much like the curse rework video I made, any demons that gain a curse element will follow suit. For a more in-depth look, check out the video linked on screen and in the description below. Any health or armor lost will heal all demons in a small radius at 2 times the value until the cursed elemental is blood punched. Fire elementals will be resistant to all explosive damage types. A 95% reduction of damage from rockets, grenades, and sticky bombs, as well as micro missiles, will apply. If hit by a charged melee attack or projectile, you will suffer burning for the next 10 seconds, taking away, at most, 30 HP and 60 armor. To reduce the burning duration, each time you dash, the 10-second counter goes down by 2. Fire elementals will take additional damage when being struck by ice grenades. Additionally, they will lose their fire element for 7 seconds after being hit by an ice grenade. Using the flame belch on fire elementals will heal their HP. Fire elementals have a natural 10% additional damage. This includes absolutely every single attack that they have. Poison elementals will only spawn if there is a rad suit in the arena or level. The rad suit does not have to be put in plain sight, nor does it have to be in the arena the poison elementals appear in. The rad suit can be a secret item, much like in old school Doom, where going out of your way to look for secrets will grant benefits to you long term. When hit by a charged melee or projectile, you will be poisoned. Poison takes away only health and ignores armor. Having the red suit will grant the Slayer immunity to poison as long as there is durability left on the suit. If hit with the red suit on, damage will only be dealt to the red suit, not the Slayer. Poison elementals will have a 10% reduction of speed and damage. However, their projectile speed gains an additional 10%, and the ability to linger on surfaces for 12 seconds before disappearing. This means, for instance, if a poison baron threw a projectile at the wall, then poison will linger on the wall for 12 seconds, acting as area denial, and if you step on it without a red suit, you will become poisoned. Exclusive to poison elementals is the AoE ability to cover themselves in purple goop and spread it on the ground. If you get hit by the poison elemental after it's performed its AoE attack covering itself in purple goop, then you will suffer by losing the ability to jump for the next 5 seconds. However, goop on the ground, after it has performed the AoE attack, acts as it does anywhere else, and will linger for 10 seconds. Now, as we all know, the spirit in Doom Eternal makes for some really challenging fights, so much like the original, the elemental spirit will work the same, spawn instantly possessed in a demon. A visual flair to check what element they are is the color of their eyes and any glowing exterior. Purple is poison, red is fire, green is curse, yellow is energy, and light blue is ice. Elemental spirits will work the exact same as spirits do currently. They'll spawn within a possessed demon and grant them the spirit's respective element. The only difference is to balance out the demon. Elemental spirits will have a 30% chance to change their element after the possessed demon is killed and they repossess another demon. Poison elemental spirits will only ever spawn in levels that have a rad suit prior to the arena that they appear in. And an elemental spirit can only gain the poison element if it is in a level that has a rad suit to ensure fairness. Additionally, any elemental possessed demons will have destructible weak points, unlike its spirit counterpart, but destroying those weak points will give the demon in question a 1.4% boost to all damage. Now, having an elemental spirit possess a regular demon like an imp, dread knight, or marauder would be a challenging fight for sure, But what if it possesses an already elemental demon such as the elemental barons, which would spawn with the elements without a spirit? The easy way out is to say no, it wouldn't spawn and possess them, but what if it does? If an elemental spirit happens to possess the same element that it is already on a demon, say an ice baron gets possessed by an ice spirit, then that demon, as well as being unstaggerable, gains a 1.5 times extra everything, meaning health, damage, status, ailment, duration, speed, all of it increases by 1.5% the base value. Why not 2%? Because I think that would be broken and very annoying. Ironic, I know. Imagine a cursed buff, cursed baron, taking away 2 times the health, 10 to 20 health per 2 seconds, and restoring that back to other demons at times 4 value every 2 seconds. It wouldn't be fun. However, if a poison spirit possesses an energy demon, what would happen then? Well, because elements are mixed, and much like in the real world, when too many elements are mixed together, they just explode. But for Doom, a game full of demons, evil angels, Satan, and cooler Satan, realism shouldn't be expected. After all, the demons don't look like my manager. So if a poison spirit possessed an energy demon, the attacks from the energy demon would have the added bonus of the poison spirit, meaning they stun and poison, but this demon will rapidly lose health with every attack it uses. The uses decrease depending on the demon's rank. Fodder have 1 use, heavies have 2 uses, and super heavies have 3 uses before instant death. This will also kill the spirit, so try and use that knowledge to your advantage. Mixed elemental demons will not gain alternative weaknesses, only mixed attacks for 1 to 3 uses. Additionally, no 2 spirits can possess a regular demon and make it mixed elemental. Mixed elemental demons would only be a rare event and never planned for. Something that is very important to remember with these FooCepts, concepts, whatever you want to call them, is that all I am doing is giving the painters more paint to paint with. To elaborate on this metaphor, all I'm doing is giving a developer of either a mod or a potential game, I'm giving them the idea to work on. So number values and specifics and how they would spawn in what quantities and numbers and which arena and what level, the lore, all that sort of thing, it doesn't matter. I'm not in charge of that. That responsibility goes to somebody else who is in the position of making this concept a reality. So please remember that going forwards with any and all FooCepts. Thank you. Thank you for watching. The name is FooSarr, and I'd appreciate it if you took the time to share this video with other people in the Doom community. Like always, you don't have to. It is completely optional. I would just personally appreciate it. Always remember that this is just a concept, a FooCept if you will, and you'll see me next time with another FooCept that may just surprise you. Thank you for watching.